One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gibson on the option. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Makes the catch. It's Jones. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. They'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Wants to throw again. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive. Cap it out with a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So BYU's offense will take the field for the first time.
Wait, RJ's back? Oh, wait, what the fuck is this injury time date? We ain't coming back. I think it's out like 6 weeks. Multiple weeks. So that's probably 2 or something.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Working on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Keeps looking downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. A little too much.
Yes. No, it's no. let's roll. All right, let's see, buddy. Hold on. Hold on. Right? Says. The last one says, why trash it when you can stash it? Say why? Trash it when you can stash it. All right, let me finish this game real quick and we'll go downstairs. All right, bud?
Just out of his reach. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now
breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This time they'll go to the running game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Oh, yeah, it's taking it back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Pocket breaking down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
They go to the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Got his man quickly. Quick spin on the run. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He'll sneak it. And the Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And they've got it down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Bader.
But I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Dude, I just said no. What are you having a problem understanding?
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You can break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end.
Damn,
as he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And the Jayhawks buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Turning it on! The 50. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Makes the catch. It's Jackson.
Yeah, and he runs
get out of behind me.
This is a timing route. Quarterback has to
You can
trust
slide
him
over a
throwing the
little bit. You
football.
don't need to be directly behind me, dude.
Nice job. Nice success.
The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Jayhawk.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. BYU right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw it. Working that left side now. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's got it. 1st down and more. Nice move. Create some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
The Cougars need to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
I'll get the ball at half.
They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set.
Sharp.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Yo, stop biting. What are you doing? Yeah, the shark bites you. You don't bite the shark, bro.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it.
What are you doing?
And it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In the scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on...
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. They bring him down. That great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
Yo, you're going to end up hitting your head on that, chill.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Nice little defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Oh, my God, dude.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. Off play action. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts. But I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, the ground game.
You gotta hold that for a longer second. A quick second, man.
They were right there as soon as he got the ball. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Touch pass on the run. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards.
Gotta stay on the bet. Stay on the bet, please.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, running back on the move. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
Snot all on me.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check it out.
Dude, back up.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. The belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important
boys. Let's
time
go.
here in the 4th
Come on.
quarter.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game.
Fuck out of here, bro. Nope, don't.
That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead. And the extra point point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop.
Yes.
We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
100%.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. BYU lines up quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot.
Why would y'all stop
Hit
him?
hard as he released the ball on that first down.
He's about to be wide open and stop running. Why?
The sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here.
Yes. Yeah.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. This time he's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net. Completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build
Come
some
on, man.
Your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows. Probably not at an all-time high, but check it down. Make something.
That's a holding call, but it's not a pass interference.
Job. So maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
I'm gonna do shit all fucking game.
And holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Balls it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Well, they throw it to the fullback. Of course, he's not the most fleet of foot, and you could tell on that last play. Just wasn't able to shake anybody, and as a result, loss of yards. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson.
Yo,
and they
get
pick up
up
just a
and
few on that completion. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Please stop.
This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll give it to the back. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
Downstairs, there's a block underneath the TV. Okay? I'm going to just use this. You'll see it's a regular white iPhone block. Get up. Get up. Come on. Dude, get up. No, she's not. Dude, leave it alone.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Gets it out fast.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, you got to be throwing to the sticks.
Don't want you behind.
I don't know if he's short.
I will get it for you in a minute, please.
He's not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire.
You got to break
And
that,
it'll be
dude.
incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. You're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive
Move over,
moving.
please. Thanks.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short.
Oh, my God. Why would you come back?
Him short.
Why?
3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top.
And that clock is ticking. That clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts, and I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down and us trailing by a score.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it.
Good catch.
Makes the grab and
Good catch.
gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down. And
Back
after
away from the
pickup,
edge of the
gets
bed.
to
I'm not going to keep telling you the same
stop
thing
the clock
over and over.
Keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Oh, my God. I fucked up. Hit the wrong fucking button, dude.
Interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Running out the clock, a mere formality.
Wide open tight end. Accidentally threw it to my running back.
Between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No.
Back up, please.